PS2, the gentleman's stage.
It's interesting to see them starting with Silent Bean, as he is usually their alternate pick. So I'm interested to see who CMU does not have on their roster today. You know what I mean?
Right. Kirby's kind of one of those strange matchups. I think that when you play Kirby, it's either you kind of got that read on him, or he's just going to put so much pressure on your shield and just run you down in a way you don't know how to deal with. But it looks like they're all using Wurble's tag. It looks like Saturn's not having an issue so far, and wow,
yeah,
getting the spike as he stands on the ledge. Gonna make it back though, barely. Tries to get Saturn as he stands onto that platform and boxing it out, putting Saturn into disadvantage. Saturn gets back safely.
Yeah, one thing Saturn really likes to do is use his up B on the stage as sort of an edge guard, and that's something that's a little harder to do against Kirby with all of those jumps. And there we see Silent Beam actually able to get back to the ledge pretty easily. That's gonna be a big thing. Adjusting to Kirby's multiple jumps is gonna be big for Saturn in this first game.
Yeah, I like that up B. I like the PK Thunder as a ledge guard, just because it gives you so many options. It chases your opponent, puts pressure on them as they're already in disadvantage, and also if you play it right, you know, you can also loop it back around to hit yourself and kind of get into safety if you miss them, but also potentially have the chance to put a lot of damage output on there if you confuse them enough and have them land behind you. But unexpectedly, from the way this started out, Saturn ends up dropping his first stock.
Yeah, Kirby's a little weird, where he doesn't seem like he would have all that kill power, but there we saw that dash attack taking that first stock pretty quickly, already back up to 111%. Saturn has really got to make this KO if he wants to get back into this right now.
Yeah, that dash attack, it lasts so many stupid frames. Don't even realize as it's like dying down at the end, you drop your shield. Like, really?
Yeah, for sure. And it still has the full power throughout the entire active frames of it. Yeah. Here we see a little Zare shenanigans, but the cockback and the forward smash gonna seal that stock for Silent Bean. CMU's looking really good in this first game.
Getting some PK player of his own. Man, that's one hairdo Kirby had. I don't think I've seen this.
He's styling.
Low profile.
Yeah, one thing that I think Saturn's kind of struggling with, getting a lot of damage off of combos. Usually he's a pretty combo heavy player. The weight and the floatiness of Kirby makes it really hard unless you really adjust or you really have a lot of time against Kirby to be able to get consistent combos and consistent damage.
Right.
It seems like every time Silent Beam falls out of something, he gets a stray hit, and that's good for Silent Beam. Oh, that's dangerous.
Oh, good awareness. Just shows how masterful someone is with their character. Every time I see a Lucas or a Ness able to kind of get back as they're like below the stage, you can't even see your character. Oh, it's like how are you that good with that? Just second nature to that recovery. I'd be so dead.
For sure. That's one thing that Lucas has over Ness too. That the distance in which you can recover, because that up B sends him so much further towards the stage. And you kind of float a lot longer as well as Lucas, so that's always nice. Here we see Saturn kind of gearing up to try to take this stock for his team. This would be a really big switcheroo, because we've seen Silent Beam kind of in the driver's seat all game.
His shield ends up getting caught in a grab, and slammed onto that platform, but not going to be enough to kill. But the read on the roll in a forward air going to kick him in the face and finish that one off. And Saturn, like you said, after running the gauntlet last week, not dropping 3 stocks at all, goes down in the first match of this one.
3, 2, bring it on, go!
You mentioned the low profile, and I think that might come into play in this matchup. A lot other than down tilt. a lot of Ken's moves are very limited in terms of their downward angle that they have. So I could see Silent Beam get some cheeky crouches in this matchup.
That jab on our screen, we're watching on Discord, and because it's only 30 frames per second, it just looked like a constant. It was perfect. It just looked like it was standing still. That was funny.
I thought it was some hidden tech or something
So
like
did
that.
I
thought it was
what are we
just us.
seeing? Going straight into it, a couple up tilt straight in the middle of the
early
stage.
up tilt damage.
Yup, it's a good amount of damage, chasing him down with the side beat. Not going to connect with it. There's no profile, just like you said. Just duck underneath it.
Yeah, Silent Beam seems really, really good at when to use that. Oh, but here we see Shoryu already. 89%, that is definitely kill range if you are Kirby. Ooh, focus through that. Doesn't get the kick afterwards.
That's one of my favorite things about watching
So.
the Street Fighter characters. Bye-bye. See ya! But I like watching the players use focus as a movement option when they're recovering, and then kind of as a mix-up. It really adds a little bit of a dynamic to it that you don't really get from any other character.
3, 2, 1.
Prod heading in for Central. Not sure, Beb, do we still have you here?
Am I cutting out?
Yep, Beb. Might be flying solo in this match. Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Gotta love 2020. 2021 now. I forgot. It's coronavirus's fault. Well, anyway, Bev is going to try
Am I
and
back?
get that fixed up. I think so. Try saying something again. Maybe not, but
All right, hey, I'm
Central
here.
Oakland decided you're here. Maybe might be a little bit of a delay. And speaking of delay, this is one of the closer matches that we've seen. A lot of times we've seen so far in these crew battles, teams gotta drop a few, get a good lead, then we might see a comeback. But this one, starting out, has been as close as it could possibly be with the 2-3 match, the 2-3 set to start us off. Then Warble comes in and takes a stock, evening it up, and then again, just going 2-3 in the second one. We're down 6-7 each, with some strong contenders on each side. Got a few seconds left until we get to that 30-second mark before they're gonna head right into it.
Yeah, you said it's been back and forth, and obviously, yes, it has been back and forth for both these teams. It seems like CMU has always been a little bit ahead, though. It never seems like Oakland has overtaken them in stocks. It's just been right back to CMU. So I'm interested to see who's going to really pop off for Oakland and maybe turn the tide for them.
Right. But this Oakland Broly here right now, he has, I guess I don't know last week. I'd have to go back and look at some of those stats, but he actually has been kind of performing at the top of their team. So he's the one to come and turn around if he can. But that said, already down a stock here. Did not come and accomplish what he wanted to do and just even things up.
Yeah, it seemed like Prod got that deep breathing engaged, put on a ton of damage, and then immediately got the kill with the back air. And that's what's so dangerous. Either when Wii Fit Trainer does get that breathing engaged, camp to stay away from it, or you have to hit them and win neutral over and over so they can't hit you. And there we just saw him take a ton of damage.
And with 120% on him, Broly with the forward air gonna finish out Prod. So he drops one of his own. Gonna have to be a stock down going into his next one, but still keeping it close. And I'm sure Prod was really hoping just to take one more off of him there. Good job by Broly. And has he been playing Bowser throughout this? I can remember right.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has.
Okay.
Definitely a good character to have as your anchor in a crew battle situation like this, just because he is so heavy. He can put on the kills so early. I think I saw like a 40% kill from Haz in week 1 of this. Right off the bat, he got some crazy conversion in just one, so it's probably a good spot for him to be in anchor. Good strategy.
Coming off hot and heavy is Broly getting the forward air to getting a forward air to a neutral air, pushing him off stage and getting the grab right as he recovers. Colm trying to get his footing here, gets back to guys, a few down tilts, but Broly able to roll behind him and continue the onslaught.
Ooh, a good parry there. Broly's getting a lot of damage on this Rob here. It's a big character, Rob is, and sometimes that can be really difficult to get in on a sword character that puts out so many hitboxes like Roy does.
Right. A lot of hitboxes and just can be real quick with that sword. I think Roy is one of the most oppressive characters to have your back against the ledge with. It can be a very intimidating spot to be in, trying to, hey, do I go around him? Hey, do I get through him? The last thing I want is just get hit by this jab, but oh my god, it comes out so fast. But Colm kind of able to slow things down here. Looks like he's getting a little bit more composure than he had earlier in the match.
Yeah, but is it too late at this point? I mean, I guess it's not. It is definitely even right now. Oh, that's unfortunate. As I say that,
yeah,
Broly with a sad SD off stage.
Yeah, you know, it's an FD or it's just that. Oh man. FD, or you can almost just call it part of the online meta. Just call him able to put the down tilt on him, get a quick poke away from stage. Broly thought he was going to grab, so inputted the roll, but of course now you buffered an air dodge and you're dead. So that's not fun to have happen to you. And even if we don't see any of the crazy, crazy awesome infinite down tilts into gyro roid madness, I expect to see a little bit more just without some of that hard rush down that Broly's Roy was using. It's just such an integral part that you see from every Roy. It's almost like, hey, let me just throw this out you and just use it as a tool to control the stage in some aspect.
Yeah, Roy is kind of the meme character for hitting ghosts. You know, he's always putting out so many hitboxes around you that you're scared to move out of the way. Lucina's a little different, where you have to be able to play neutral and punish really, really effectively, and Spectral can definitely do that.
Getting in there, getting some quick percentage on some grabs, on some tilts, trying to stay, it looks like, in the center of the stage. I think avoiding these platforms and not really letting yourself get sharked by Rob here is smart. And now sees that gyro coming out, keeping his space.
Yeah, you mentioned Spectral kind of camping in the center of the stage, holding that down. That's interesting because I see Spectral go for that up B out of dangerous situations, and if you can just land on that top platform right away, it's usually a really safe bet. If you're being comboed and you just up B to the top platform, a lot of characters can't do much against that.
Right. Neutral air as Colm tries to get up above him. Laser, no doing. Forward grab, and there he goes. That deep, just like you said, recovering. Gets a hit on it as he's getting back to stage. Tries to defend against the roll. Gets that gyro out and gets grabbed. Z-drop, not going to catch Colm. Colm now. Oh, what a read. The down smash found that roll back into it, but real quick off that ledge. Spectral able to get back, put a back air on him, and playing that cat and mouse game, just trying to read him as he recovers, but Colm finally able to get back to stage safely.
Yeah, in that situation, it's all about these two players reading the other's intent, If you think they're going to go high, you stay on the ledge. If you think they're going to go low, you drop down and do a back air and get the kill. That's the whole cat and mouse perspective in this situation, where you're just reading intent and trying to punish whatever you think your opponent is doing.
So I would imagine that Spectral is going to win this one. It's not for sure, but I'd imagine that's what's going to happen. But at this point, it's how much. What can Colm do to make this easier for either Has or Superhero by the time he's done with this? Ideally, he'd like to actually just turn this around and reverse 3-stock him. But I think he knows that, hey, that might not be the best mentality to have at this point. Let me think of something more realistic. Let me put my team in the best situation I can see.
I think baseline, you want to take at least one stock. Oh my goodness. There we see Spectral turning around, 3-stocking Colm's Rob, making this really even. Yeah, there we see the Fox coming in. Definitely two very neutral heavy characters going into this really hype last set between these teams.
Getting the countdown ready and seeing the most patient players we've seen. No jabbing. Okay, I'm taunting now. Going to the flat stage here, and of course this was Superhero's pick.
I cannot lose.
So I guess what do you think about? I like this if you are Fox. I like not giving Justina
for
a chance
sure
to be below you. Like you said, if she's going to use that recovery, if she's going to use the up B to maybe get out of some combos that Fox is able to put on you, she's not getting back to a platform safely.
Yeah, and then the combo extensions that you can get off of, triplats, it's really dangerous.
Just as I said about a minute ago that the down air is sometimes not safe, we see perfect spacing and Spectral perfectly landing a down air at the very top of Superhero's recovery. Make it back just fine. So that's clearly an option in the playbook if you're Spectral.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a difficult move to space as well, because only part of it is that spike hitbox, but I think Spectral has this character down enough where if you recover wrong, he's gonna punish you like that for it.
Three stocks a piece, 100% on it. Winner goes home a winner. The loser drops down. This is it. No best of 3. It all comes down to this best of 1 between Spectral and Superhero. Whiffs the up B, but able to get back to the ledge safely. A lot of just trying to bait people out. A lot of jumping. A lot of just waiting for the one to approach. And finally, some patience pays out for Superhero. They're able to land that up smash and get the first KO.
Yeah, that's always going to be Superhero's ace in the sleeve. Being able to up smash so quick out of shield, but there we see the up B killing Superhero 2. Back to very even, going into 2 stocks between these two teams.
Quick jab on the ledge. Spectral trying to get back to safety. Gets a roll behind, down tilt. Neutral air not going to connect. He gets caught in a neutral air of his own. Tries to get a laser on him, put as much damage in as he can, and they have been fighting in the sky quite a bit. These characters like to approach in the air. Fox a lot of times likes to get on top of you, utilize the double jump to maybe bake something out, and we've been seeing Superhero do just that very masterfully here so far. And now we're seeing Spectral down to his last stock in this match.
Yeah, he's got to pull something out right now, because it's starting to look in CMU's favor right here. Superhero really with his feet under him, getting this extra percent, this little extra credit here. Already 68%. This is nearing kill percent for Fox. You've got that up smash out of shield we've seen. We've seen that up air on the top.
Oh.
Ooh, that was dangerous.
And Superhero able to come in strong and clean it up after Spectral brought it back down to the final game. And just as we were saying before a couple sets ago, that it seemed like CMU just had control of the match and seemed very comfortable, Spectral came in and made us rethink that.